Hello and welcome to the daily forex report for the U.S. Japanese yen pair for December 18th. This pair closed higher. We are looking for it to overall continue moving sideways until we get a close above this high. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 78.48, possibly as low as 77.61. Look for some resistance around 78.15. And look for some support to come in around 77.75. Now the Euro USD, this pair moved to the downside, closed lower. We are looking for it to continue its move to the downside. However, on a reversal, we could see some resistance coming into the market around 130.65 and look for some support around 129.40. Now the pound US dollar pair, this pair broke through previous support, but unfortunately it did pull back and close above even the previous bar's low. So we'll have to see if it's going to turn in reverse or continue lower. Look for this pair to hit some resistance around 155.32, possibly hitting some support around 154.00. Now the US Swiss, this pair continues to move to the upside, closed almost on its highs. Look for it to potentially go as high as 0.9666. possibly as low as 0.9359. Look for some resistance around 0.9550 and look for some support to come in around 0.9425. Now as far as news analysis go, we have tomorrow the Swiss releasing their bank rate, the Swiss National Bank rate decision at 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus is they're going to hold their rates at 0.00%. The European Central Bank is publishing their December monthly report at 4 a.m. Eastern. At 4:30 Eastern, a.m. Eastern, we have the pound, we have the Bank of England, and the GfK inflation for the next 12 months for November. No consensus given. Previous was 4.2%. Then a little bit later at 5 a.m. Eastern, we have the Eurozone Consumer Price Index being released for the year. They're showing a hold at 3.0%. Okay, now what am I looking for during this next session? Well, I'm looking for the U.S. Swiss to continue its move to the upside. Let me back out a little ways. We can take a look at kind of what we're looking at. You can see that we've been in this area before. It's been a good while since then. But if we come over here and look at where price is currently, we see that we're at an area actually of previous support, which could now be resistance. So we need to keep an eye on this. If it does break through this area, I do believe we're headed up until up around the 0.9741 mark, basically about 200 pips up from where we are currently. So as far as how to play that from a trade perspective, a little bit longer term trade than we normally do, look to buy off of the highs of yesterday or of this past session. Look to go in for about 200 pips. I think placing a stop loss right below this low here at about 119 pips or so, 100 pips would be plenty of room to give this. If it's going to run up, it's going to run up pretty quick. If not, it will reverse pretty quick. So you could even possibly look at doing a 60 pip stop loss. That may seem a little tight, but let's take a look at this real quick. If you look at from the open to the low, we got 27, 28, and 14. So over the past 3 sessions, as this thing's really started to move higher, we've had less than a 30 pip down to the downward move off of the open. So far today, or this new session, we've had about 13 pips. So looking to buy in and have a fairly stop loss at 0.9543. If you want to put that up to 51 even, you could, to make sure we're going to get through the 50 mark. and then put your stop loss 60 pips below that, and then look to grab about 200 pips, your risk to reward is really good at that point, and you could look for a strong move to the upside. Well, I hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.